Hi, welcome to the Colorado Model Railroad Museum, located in downtown Greeley, Colorado. What we have inside this building is a huge surprise for you, so let's go inside and take a look. Now that you're inside, you can see that our museum is very busy, and it houses America's largest and finest model railroad layout. We also have over 1,000 museum artifacts, so I'm going to take you on a virtual tour of our layout and tell you about some of our artifacts and the games that we play. And thanks to modern technology, we can take you right back into our staging yard. We're going to go around and we're going to see the Oregon, California, and Eastern Railway in action. We're going to look at our beautiful scenery, and I'm going to tell you all about our games. So we're going to get going as soon as I get myself miniaturized and put onto this train. Here we are on our way. I love being on the back of a caboose. Let's go inside and talk a little more about our railroad.
Yeah.
As we head out on our virtual tour, I thought I would take a quick moment to tell you about what a visit to our museum will be like for you. When you come in here, you're going to see our 5,500 square foot model train layout, the Oregon, California, and Eastern Railway. There's over 28,000 trees on this layout, and if we spend every moment on this train in this video, it would take over an hour to go all the way around it. I also want to tell you a little bit more about the railroad. The Oregon, California, and Eastern Railroad is actually in Oregon, but why in the world was it built in Greeley? So to answer that question, we have to go to the story of Dave Trussell, the designer and builder of our museum. And all of this starts in Lakeview, Oregon. So I'm going to hop off the caboose in Lakeview and tell you a little more about it. After spending his childhood running around his grandfather's train station, Dave grew up to become an officer in the U.S. Army. He then married the love of his life, Mickey Noble, in 1965. Shortly thereafter, he began his first tour of duty in Vietnam. And upon his return from Vietnam, Dave used the life insurance policy from his father's death that his mother had saved for him for all these years to begin his career in journalism with the purchase of the Lake County Examiner in Lakeview, Oregon. It was during this time that Dave and Mickey spent in Lakeview that Dave watched the Oregon, California, and Eastern Railway in its heyday. The OC&E Railway is a logging railroad, and we're going to take a quick look at what that's all about. Here on Quartz Mountain, we log the trees and put them onto rail cars. At Lakeview Lumber Products, the logs come in by water, truck, and rail and are processed into finished lumber. Here at the Weyerhaeuser Mill, the units of lumber are stored and then redistributed to the markets they need to be, once again, by rail. In Coos Bay, our lumber gets exported. So now we've seen lumber go from a tree to a mill to being redistributed to being exported. You can see how important the Oregon, California, and Eastern Railway really is. I've answered the first half of the question, why the Oregon, California, and Eastern Railroad, but I haven't answered the second half of that question, why Greeley? Dave and Mickey moved to Greeley before his retirement so he could be the publisher of the Greeley Tribune. During their time here, they fell in love with Greeley and decided to build their dream railroad here as a gift to the community. The location for the Greeley Freight Station Museum, which is the former name of the Colorado Model Railroad Museum, was chosen because it sits between two railroad tracks. The Union Pacific main line between Cheyenne and Denver sets on the east side of the building, and on the west side of the building we have the Great Western Railway, two active railroads, which keeps it interesting both inside and outside the museum. And here I am in busy Klamath Falls, Oregon. Klamath Falls is a huge town full of lots of activity, just like our museum. When you come visit, we have a lot of games to play. I'm going to hop back on the caboose and tell you about what we like to do. Did I mention that we like to play games here at the museum? Well, we really do. In fact, we have 9 different I Spy games, and here are 2 examples. In our I Spy game, you are hunting around the layout for little things in miniature and also around the entire museum for full-size objects. So all the games are different. We also have a bonus game where we hunt for different stuffed animals, kind of like these guys. So when you come in, you check the front desk to see who's on the wanted poster today. But with all of those games, we do have a favorite that I haven't told you about yet, and it's called the Dinosaur Hunt. So come on with me and let's go on a dinosaur hunt. Well, I made it through the woods and I finally found a dinosaur. Isn't he a beauty? I love him. We have 7 of them on our layout because it's a tradition in northern Colorado to have a dinosaur on your layout. But if you can find 5 of my 7, I'll give you a dinosaur prize. Well, I'm glad we were able to find one of our dinosaurs. When you come in, I'm sure that you can find the other 6, but you only have to find 5 to get that prize. Now we're going to go take a look at the scenery that we have around our railroad. Well, I hope that you were able to see how beautiful our layout really is. I'm really excited for you to come see it in person. So we're going to end our virtual tour by heading back into the staging yard now. And here we are, right back where we started on our virtual tour. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the Ocinee Railroad and what it does, looking at our beautiful scenery, and playing our I Spy game on our dinosaur hunt. I've had a great day with you, and I hope that you come to see us soon.